Our new series, Unifying America, highlights people trying to cross racial and cultural divides that separate so many Americans. And today we show you a special organization in Newark that partners with police, staying at the scene long after officers leave.
They have been around for almost 7 years, but their work has never been so important. Here's CBS 2's Jessica Layton with an inside look.
How you doing, my sister? You heard about Newark Community Street Team?
There's a special pride Damon Durden takes in keeping the peace.
How you doing, bro?
Protecting people from going down the same path he did.
Do you feel like this is your calling?
Definitely, it's my calling.
The leading member of the Newark Community Street Team says before he was a mentor, he was a menace, spending 22 years in prison for armed robbery and assault. In fact, most of those who are part of the high-risk intervention group are lifelong Newark residents who've had prior run-ins with the law.
Credible messengers or non-traditional leaders.
Akila Sherrell says they all reflect who they serve, giving his crew a community connection during conflicts that most cops don't have.
Peace, brother. Peace.
So whether it's a domestic dispute or a gang shooting, they can squash retaliation before it happens.
Our folks in the community know both the perpetrator and the victim, and so we're able to go in and have a conversation. Folks are just not comfortable talking to police because of the historic, relationship.
You keeping it clean, brother?
We highlighted their work back in July during the first wave of the pandemic. Since then, their partnership with the Newark Police Department has only grown.
They come to the scene often, even while we're still there, try and cool things down. They have folks that have credibility in the community.
Deputy Chief Brian O'Hara also credits the PD's scenario-based de-escalation training with having an impact on overall crime and trust.
Using our officers and people from Newark, but based off of stuff that was identified as, like problematic situations elsewhere in the country.
Both 2019 and 2020 saw the city's lowest homicide rate in 60 years.
Our officers didn't shoot their gun not once during the whole, 2020.
And when a health crisis collided with nationwide protests sparked by the killing of George Floyd, the city made changes.
We moved 5% of the city's police budget into a new Office of Violence Prevention and Trauma Recovery.
The mission of the street team, though, is so much more than preventing that next gun from firing. These men and women are helping the people in their neighborhoods through several stages of trauma.
From immediate help for victims and families,
it gives them a feeling of security, knowing that they have someone to go to
long-term healing at their trauma recovery center opening soon.
This is going to be a place where people can come and feel served and protected.
Sherrell says this shared approach in unifying the city is a model for the nation.
This is what law enforcement and community working together looks like.
This is risky work, but I can tell you love it. You
Absolutely.
know you are making a difference.
Absolutely. I mean, this is my life.
In Newark, Jessica Layton, CBS 2 News.
And the results tell the story. That street team has about 50 members, women and men, as you just saw. They hope to open that trauma recovery center to the public by the spring, offering individual counseling, group therapy, yoga and meditation, and transitional housing.
Making a difference one person at a time.
That's where it starts, right?